She gets me alone like it's nothing. She got two little horns and they give me a little bit.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Overwatch Cavalry Club Scrims. I'm Alex and I'm joined with Loudtrix.
And good evening everyone. Thank you Alex for that wonderful video. I swear to God, I love every time Elfie goes ahead and gives us something new. I really do. So for all of you who are watching right now, that is a video production done by Elfie, and I absolutely enjoy it every time she has one ready to go.
Yes. So this is the new introduction for our teams tonight, Hornbeast and Gebaited.
And these are our silver babies, so I'm super excited to see what the Hornbeasts have for us. Likewise, though, Gebaited, as per usual, their performance is really, really well, over the course of the following week or the past few weeks. So I want to see really just how the Hornbeasts hold up this time. I know the last time that they got together, Hornbeast actually managed to pull a victory out. Now the question is, can they have that consistency? Can they show us the results of their training?
Right. I do believe that they can. They've been practicing a lot, and overall, both teams are really good players, and it's always so interesting to see what they can pull off, see the strategies they're going to go for. I personally love it.
Right, and the good thing about the Hornbeast is, over the course of the weeks, we've actually seen them do a lot of switch-ups. So, there's a lot of flex players, so they're not necessarily just comfortable with one area. If they're realizing one person's a little bit weaker on this one, then okay, I'll switch out, I'll do this, and so on and so forth. So they go ahead and just switch out to different areas. I actually enjoyed seeing that. It shows that the entire team has the flexibility to try something new.
Right, definitely. And hello to Snowjag. Elfie watching her video. Elfie, thanks again for the video. That was really badass. Chibi as well. Sickfutch, hello. And Bacon as well as Akira. So hello everybody. And so we're going to be joining with Captain Jack in a little while. And we're going to go right ahead for now and head in with our first game, which is going to be in Volskaya Industries.
Volskaya, I love Volskaya. I really do enjoy it. I mean, not only is it the, where the short is, for Sombra, but I don't know. I think it's really, really important. It has, there's definitely a lot of verticality into it. Now that first point's really easy to get around, but it's usually that second hold that I really love. Because you'll almost always see, a really make or break kind of final fight, just because the spawn point is so close to the very end.
Right.
So I really tend to enjoy just that last little bit.
Me too. It's always so difficult to hold the first point, but I'm loving what they're doing with the Symmetra. With all the teleports that you can go around and do like this sneak that just like, I think that's so interesting. I would love to see a team pull it off at some point. So,
all right.
Magic Turtle says that video was dope. Yes, it really was, and there's one coming for every team, I believe. Impact Series, hello. Mighty, hello as well. Elix saying, vote for me. Do your best, buddy. Do your best.
Show us some Helix blades, you might get one. Tell you what.
Right. Supper Joe saying Volskaya is fun. I bullied a soldier as Hanzo on this map before. That's rude, dude. That's just rude.
No, but it's so satisfying. Just dink. Oh, I love the dinks as Hanzo.
Me too.
It's so satisfying, especially when you have like a tracer trying to get into the back line, just kind of
oh my god,
and
yes.
Dead, gone. Oh, beautiful. But all right, looks like red team's going to be Gebaited, blue team's going to be the Horn Beast. Now the question is, can the Horn Beast make it tonight?
Yes, I believe they can.
All right, and it looks like coming in with a Reinhardt composition, triple tank coming in on the side of Gebaited. Looks like they're trying to brute force their way in. Jaeger finally meeting them there in the by the truck, and now they're starting to let out the pop shots. Casual OpSec trying to get the ground off onto the side. Jaeger managing to land the pick, taking out Helix Snake, but Jaeger a little bit out of position.
So we're seeing the GOAT comp on the end of Gebaited.
Technical issue there.
Are we?
Oh, there it is. Okay. So here they go back again. They're going to go ahead and swing for the fences. Not managing to land anything. Helix Snake trying to take him out. And Joey trying to do his best to try to take out the healers. Oh, but Jaeger falling out with House of Homie. This might actually look like a victory if Horn Beast can manage to hold this for a few more seconds. Hot Pockets on the Reaper, managing to take out Anubios. Now it's a brawl onto the point. Ultimate coming up. Joey going for the pick, taking out Helix Snake, not landing anything though. This is not looking good on his end though. Ooh, ultimate by Hot Pockets, taking out Casual OpSec. And now it looks like Gebaited's gonna actually have to hold up and back up for a few seconds.
So it looks like Hornbeast actually expected the GOAT comp. They were ready with the Reaper, they were ready, they were expecting it. Maybe, should we see some switches on the end of Gebaited?
Well, that's the question for them though, is, can they just wait for the ult push?
Right.
Right now, if Casual OpSec manages to land a solid ultimate, that's going to be really, really devastating. However, Luftwaffe does happen to have his ultimate ready, so he is able to take just about anything that, gets thrown their way.
Right.
So now it really becomes a question as to what's going to happen here when the ults come out. Hammer down, coming in on the side of Chibi. Oh, Chibikiti using the ultimate. Ooh, Charvy getting caught out of position though. And the ultimate taking her down. Here comes the ultimate by Luftwaffe. And Joey trying to salvage the play. Not really finding anything. Elfie bringing out her ultimate, trying to keep her team alive, and it looks like it's going to be relatively successful. Chibikiti trying to stay on point, trying to do everything she can, but it's not going to be helpful. Luftwaffe getting caught out of position, and that's going to be a solid grab from Gebaited.
So what I notice how Chibi is getting her ult fast compared to Helix. So Gebaited is going to have to be careful. Not feed the Zarya too much, because we know how she can be dangerous with that grab.
Absolutely. And now it looks like they're starting to push in on Jaeger. Oh, this is not looking good. The Graviton managing to land, hitting Chibikiti, and now the tanks are down. Ultimate coming in on the side of Hot Pockets, managing to land one kill on Helix Snake, but it's not looking good on their end. Charvy managing to bring up Chibikiti. Oh, but Charvy getting hit with the hammer down. Chibikiti doing the best she can to try to keep everyone alive. Joey finding his way in, but Volatile brings out her ultimate, and now it's going to be hard to kill everyone. Oh no, and the stun comes in by Volatile, takes out Jaeger, and now they're just trickling in, doing the best they can to try to hold it. Ultimate's coming in on the side of Gebaited, managed to take out Joey, and if they manage to hold this, and it's going to be a solid, easy grab for Gebaited. Charvy doing the best she can to try to keep everyone alive. Not managing to land anything though, and it's a solid trickle. Chibikiti coming in with Hot Pockets, trying to do the best they can to try to get someone. Jaeger going in for the pin, not landing anything, and now it looks like Gebaited is just taking them down one by one, and they have no other choice at this point, Alex. It's either get in there or expect to lose.
Yes.
And that's going to be a point B grab for Gebaited. All of them on fire.
4 minutes left on the clock.
And now it looks like Horned Beast definitely have an upward climb here. They were really good on the initial holds. It was honestly once the ultimate kind of came in from House of Homie, that's really where the defense started to fail. Perfect, or I wouldn't want to say perfect, but I want to say great execution in terms of defense for Horned Beast. It was just that last little bit. Managing to land the ultimate on both Jaeger and Charvy completely knocks off, any hopes that they had right there for the hold on point A.
Right.
Once it got to point B though, they were just incredibly aggressive. Anubios helping them push in, having casual OpSec just swinging away made it really difficult for Gebaited to try to do anything for it.
We got.
So
I'm gonna go in the chat real quick. We got Eldrick saying, "Go Gebaited." Sigfot saying, "Okay, cool. Now I can give O.C.C my full attention. Had to finish my match." Yep. Enjoy the show,
yeah,
my
man,
dear.
you gotta finish your match.
And we got Supper
I
Joe
understand
saying, "Gebaited rushed them too hard. They couldn't get in order."
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. They were ready.
Right.
And that's the thing. They properly used the Lucio. That's just where they got him. Once they kind of got in there, Volatile just kind of helped clean up anything that was trying to get into their backline, and there it went.
That's the thing. It becomes so chaotic with the Lucio speed boost. The second they focus on one, that person barely has a chance. Mighty
Right.
Peon says, "Goat is brawly. Tough to deadball fight that." Yep.
Yeah. Alright, and looks like Horned Beast gonna give it their attempt on the attack. And looks like coming in over on the right side if you're going towards the point A. So trying to get an advantageous position. They've got to be careful right now, because honestly, Anubios is going to make it hell for anyone if they try to get, into those little cheeky spots. Oh, Jaeger trying to find his way in. Forces the push, not really managing to do anything. He's got to be careful. Bad area, gets taken out. GBKey getting taken out by Anubios. I can see what they're going for. They're trying to see if maybe they can, cover a little bit more ground, but it's not really going to help them anywhere. And now they're going to have to group up. Horned Beast is going to have to group up here at this point and just figure out where they need to go next. If they keep trickling in, it's going to become a problem, especially now that Helix is on the Genji. This is where it becomes, a little bit of an issue. Just because Helix has been routinely known to get really, really powerful Dragon Strikes.
Right.
So, it's why he was dubbed, the hashtag Helix Blade. So, so they've got to be really careful, especially when they're, finding their way in. Charvy there on the Lucio. All right, looks like they're starting to slowly make their way in. Now that they have the Pharah, but Chibikity's got to be careful, especially with that Widow kind of just lying about. This is where things can get kind of hairy. But it looks like the Reinhardts are starting to meet each other face to face. Helix up in the front. Oh, and Jaeger trying to see if he can bait out any kind of attack. Not really managing to find anything. Helix over there on the flank. Joey's got to be careful, though. And here comes the Helix Blade. Managing to land on Jaeger. Charvy trying to do everything she can to stay alive, but manages to get taken out by the Helix Blade. And now it looks like Horned Beast is going to have to back off again. They're not going to be able to manage this on the 3v6. And now that Anubios has landed the, his ultimate, they're going to have to back off, because that's just dangerous territory to be in. Joey getting demeched, and they're not going for the kill, so now they're going to have to wait until they can get the mech back.
So, notice that Chibi switched on the Pharah, which technically could be a good pick. I mean, Widow is going to be a pain, but, maybe you can find a way around. Now my worry with Chibi is she seems to be struggling to stay in the air, and that's a lot of unnecessary damage taken on the floor.
True. See, one of the major issues I'm seeing right now with Horned Beasts is, one, they're not attacking together, so that makes it really difficult in trying to keep anything going.
Right.
And two, they're not crowding on someone. Like, So, if you'll notice, Gebaited, when Jaeger managed to get behind their lines, 2 players ended up going to the back line trying to see if they could take anyone out.
Right.
So, their grouping up is powerful. Ultimate's coming in on the side of Jaeger. See if maybe he can land anything. Oh no! Ultimate coming in by Chibi, but not managing to land anything. And now the support ultimates are coming in. Luftwaffe trying to do everything can to bring up Jaeger. Jaeger coming back, but can it be enough? Volatile is looking to be in a very bad spot. And this might be exactly what Horn Beast was needing. Oh, and the pin coming in from Jaeger.
Oof, that pin hurt my soul.
Yeah. But they got to take Helix out quickly. Oh, taking out Luftwaffe, that's not good. Helix Snake getting taken out by Joey, and it looks like it's going to be a solid cap from the Horn Beasts.
So we're
Now,
gonna go
I gotta give...
Go ahead.
I gotta give it to them. There you go. They finally did it on that final push. But they can't be waiting on these final pushes to make something happen. They've got to be in there quickly. They can't be afraid, to put their opponent there on the back foot.
Right. That's the thing. I feel like they've been trickling in for too long. And Hornbeast is usually good at grouping up.
Ooh, and I think we've had someone here.
Yes.
Looks like I came in just in time.
There you are.
Hello, Captain Jack.
How's it going? Sorry, folks. My daughter fractured her arm this week, so it's been a little rough, but we're getting things going here. Looks like we're on second point. Horn Beast on the attack, correct?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Team one or
Right.
first fight. All right.
I'm definitely loving the communication in chat right now. Sick Fodge saying a dive comp would work wonders. I have to agree with that. Getting a Winston in there to take care of Helix as well as a lot of the other squishies, it would be incredibly beneficial.
Ooh, Nubio's taking out Charvy, and it's not looking good on the side of Horned Beast. They've got to be careful. Ooh, but Joey taking out a Nubios.
There.
I mean, Horned Beast is doing the best they can to try to keep it alive, especially with Luftwaffe there in the back line, or there with them trying to keep him alive. But now it looks like Helix is looking, for that pick in the back line. Not managing to land anything on it, though. But the tanks aren't really protecting the people that they're supposed to be. Ultimate coming out by Joey.
Then, taking out Volatile.
That's not looking good on his end. Ultimate, Hammer Down's coming in.
Actual,
Completely misses it.
Blade combo, here it comes.
And here
but in comes Chavi with the Transcendence. Dual trances right there. Keeping
At
everybody
this point,
out.
though-
That was a lot of ults wasted.
Yep, but Horned Beast is starting to find their groove.
Here we go. Here comes the percentage on the point. Tick 1. Casual charging onto the point to get something.
But they've got to be quicker. They've got to get those purple targets. They can't give Casual Upstick all this, all this space. This is where things are getting kind of hairy. Luftwaffe might be in some trouble. Manages to find his way back. Helix taking out Hot Pockets, who was on the Widowmaker. And now it's not looking good here for the side of Horned Beast. They've got to try and finish this fight out sooner than later. Helix taking out Charvy. And now it looks like Horned Beasts are going to have to back off there for a little bit. 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. What do you think, Captain Jack?
Well, sometimes you just gotta kind of get the ticks as you can get them. The fact that they were able to at least get one puts them in a better position for their next push, but knowing that they only have 1 minute 7 seconds left, definitely gonna have to see some major aggression. It looks like we see Jaeger switching over to the Winston. I feel like that was a really good plan right there.
Someone is listening to the stream.
Yeah, the big one that we're always talking about is Helix Snake, so if Jaeger can pop off Helix Snake...
You see, but this is where I think is a big error on the side of the Horned Beast.
Unfortunately, gotta take that Rhine out. That's just the way it is. If you don't get Rhine up, and the Graviton once again. And that hammer's going. House of Homie able to get Charvy and D-Mac Joey, but Chibikiti coming in, getting Casual. Jaeger on House of Homies, both tanks down. Transcendence and Blade comes in. Hopefully there's another Blade, but looks like, or another Transcendence, but it looks like Charvy didn't have it in time.
And it looks like the ultimate's coming in on the side of Jaeger. Jaeger's trying to do everything he can to stay on the point, managing to push him off right as the hammer down came in. He's trying to do everything he can to keep Luftwaffe alive. Ooh, but now Elfie's coming out with the ultimate.
Amphibious, casual picking off Jaeger, and Joey doing everything possible to try to stay on. Gets demeched, and boom.
Overtime bars coming down. Charvy trying to keep it alive, not landing.
Just a couple seconds too late. Gebaited coming away with our first victory of the night.
So, I have one thing to point out. Notice how Gebaited made sure that the Zenyatta was dead for the Grav. So that's very good on the side of Gebaited. I feel like there's a lot of communication on their team. Hornbeast seem to be lacking communication a bit, but then so did they last time, and they just turned around during the second game. So I'm hopeful. I know they can do it.
I know they can. The thing is, though, they're gonna have to watch a trickle. They have to accept when the fight is lost.
Right.
There's times you just have to accept that. All right, well, you know what? We lost this fight. Let's group up, try it again. But if you try to just continuously trickle in on the same fight, not a good thing. At the same time, the DPS also have to be extremely careful. If they're not able to be active participants in the fight, they're not doing their team any justice. You know, they become a detriment to the team because that's their job. Their job's to blow everything up.
Right. We got Jagnard saying if Chibi is going to play Farah, she needs to stay in the air. She was on the ground too much. I personally agree with that. She was taking a lot of unnecessary damage on the ground. But then I know it can be a struggle to stay in the air.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know what I mean? That's what we're here for. It's all a learning experience.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, especially when someone's really trying to get into the DPS role. Oh my! I think Farah trying to stay in the air as Farah is one of the most frustrating things.
Yes, I agree.
It's still something that I struggle with, despite how much better I've gotten with her. It's still one of those things. Like, I know some people can stay in the air as Farah for like forever, and I still don't know how the heck they do it.
Right.
Like, I try to time my boost, kind of give it a little push here and there, but still somehow I always end up running out, and I'll find myself on the ground eventually. So it's just getting that rhythm, getting that practice in. So definitely great play on both sides. I have to agree that Hornbeast definitely has a little bit of work to do, but as we said last time we saw them, they turned things around in the next match. So I'm really excited to see if they can. I think what it comes down to is making sure that Helix Snake is taken out of the picture early on, because Helix does a really great job of making sure that the healers on Hornbeast's team are taken out position and taken out of the push, so that they don't have the support that they need. If they can pick off Helix Snake from the get-go, then that'll give them a much greater chance of not getting Gebaited.
Right. Going to the chat real quick, we got Eminem saying Farah is difficult to get used to flight, but if she's going to be on the ground, she needs to move around a lot. Try to be unpredictable with movement. Jag adding she was on the ground in the battle. She was killed by a Reinhammer. As we said, I mean, it's difficult when you're not used to playing character. I think she did a good job overall. It's some details that she needs to work on, but it was a good try. I can see where she was going with it, and yeah.
And Magic Turtle, we know you would have brigged. You would have brigged at every situation. I don't want to hear that.
he would have flanked Brig. Excuse me. Gotta mention the flank.
No, you're right. Heavy flank Brig.
So before we go in for the next game, guys, make sure to spam the chat. Who are you rooting for tonight? Are you rooting for Hornbeast or are you rooting for Gebaited?
Alright, second point, watch point Gibraltar. Actually, y'all kind of brought up a really good point, and since I wasn't here for the beginning, I don't know if y'all already covered it, but we want y'all to know that at the end of the day, that these are all just learning experiences. Like, there's no trophy, there's no $100,000 at the end of all this, and any type of comments that we make during the game is not to make any of our players feel foolish or make them feel like they're not doing a good enough job. We're just saying exactly what we're observing, and all of us are Overwatch players too. So we're just kind of talking about what, if we were in that position, what we would do. Obviously, we're not. We're just kind of seeing it from the outside. Hi, Emmy.
Going.
And just know that, we love and support all of our players. We never want any of our players to feel like we're just sitting here kind of making fun of them because they're not doing as well as they could be. Lord knows we all have our bad nights. I still haven't made it to plat this season, and there's
Join the
only
club.
4 days yet. So believe me, I completely understand we all have our good and bad days.
Going to the
All
chat
right.
real quick. Bacon saying Magic Turtle is Brig IRL. Maybe. So, Pika saying Joey, Jack saying Horn Beast, Magic Turtle is rooting for Hornbaited. Excuse me. Excuse me, Mr. Turtle. Casual Nerd saying Horn Beast, MM's Gebaited. Eldrick saying that they've Gebaited. That's my team. Woohoo. Mighty Pan saying Jehorn.
Alright.
All right, here we go for the match. Looks like it's going to be the Horned Beasts on the defense. And now it looks like the well, I wouldn't say too divey, but House of Homie and Casual OpSec are going to be using a little bit more of like dive tanks. So they've got to be careful, in having someone get caught in the back lines.
I think that the interesting part is more Horned Beast. They're doing a counter dive as well. So I'm kind of really interested to see how the dive versus the counter dive goes.
Right, and the tanks have got to be careful though, because right now Luftwaffe doesn't really have a lot of chances, especially if he gets caught by Helix Snake into the back line. Charvy trying to help him out, manages to take out the Reaper though.
Yeah, that's how Mercy does it.
That's how Mercies roll, buddy.
That's why Mercies have guns. Sometimes they just gotta do it themselves.
It's the revenge of the Mercies.
Alright, looks like that's gonna be a slow stop right there. Jaeger coming on with the first ult of the match. So let's go ahead and see how they're going to use those ultimates to their benefit to keep this payload from rolling on. Looks like their Gebaited is going to try taking the high ground this time around before going directly to the objective. Jaeger getting taken out by House of Homie right there.
And now Joey's trying to do the best he can to try to keep everyone alive, but that's not going to be enough. Ooh.
Oh! The Death Blossom coming in from Helix Snake takes out Charvy and Chibi Kitty. And that is going to allow them to continue to push this payload right now.
It looks like Hot Pockets is trying to do the best he can to try and stay alive, but this isn't looking too well. Might either go in for a full heal or change, swap characters. Nope, just going in for a quick full heal. Chibi Kitty trying to lead the charge down by the bottom, but they gotta be careful with Helix Snake.
Alright. Hot Pockets already popping the visual, so they know where all of them were, so they were able to expect Helix Snake there on the high ground, who's trying to be a little sneaky, but ends up getting taken out.
Luftwaffe taking out Volatile, and now it looks like it's a brawl for the point. They gotta take out Anubios quickly though.
Charvy again taking out Helix Snake. Goodness me. It's not going to be enough, unfortunately. Looks like they'll be taking point 1.
Hot Pockets
trying to move back. Jaeger helping to give Hot Pockets a little bit of room to breathe as the tanks continue to dive on him.
But right now, the tanks have got to let go. They've got to stop fighting for a few seconds.
Absolutely.
Because at this point, now they're facing a 4v6 situation, and it's not going to be, going well in their favor, especially with Anubius there as the Widowmaker. Not the most accurate as of right now, but it's still a solid threat.
Absolutely.
Oh, Helix Snake taking out Luftwaffe. Hot Pockets, though, not really engaged into the fight.
There comes the Blossom yet again from Helix Snake. Man. See, the thing that I'm seeing the most, I guess, isn't necessarily a C9, but almost like a disregard for the payload. Joey's ultimate came online right before it had gotten to that point, and with Casual having just used their shield, it would have been a perfect opportunity to do an devault and point and possibly stop them from pushing through to the third point. So I'm really hoping that they're going to be able to use all these ultimates they got online right now. Diva Bomb comes in from Asahome, takes out Hot Pockets, Helix Snake following up on Jaeger. And there comes a Diva Bomb from Joey. Takes off Volatile, as well as demeching Asahome, so that's good. Jaeger gets res back up, but it looks like the attack is being aggressive on the side of Gebaited.
And right now it looks like
Automatic running for their life from Casual, but don't get away from that electric monkey. Hot Pocket, I found that one a little interesting. That ultimate in front of the point. There just wasn't enough people around. I don't know if it was just a desperate move to try to get them off the point. I mean, it ended up working, but unfortunately it doesn't work for long if you don't get anybody.
right now, unfortunately, the DPS is not really there for the side of the Horned Beasts. I can see where they're going for. Right now, Anubius just has free pop shots to take on whoever he wants. And Helix Snake, looking like he's going to be camping the point, not letting anyone else in.
Wow.
And that's going to be a solid push there from the side of Gebaited.
Alright.
So now it's going to be the Horned Beast's turn to go ahead and try to take it.
Absolutely. I think what needs to be going down, and like I said before, we don't know what their communication is going like in the game right now, but I feel like a communication of when ultimates are online and when to use them definitely needs to be something they need to discuss. I was seeing a lot of ultimates being held on to for a lot longer than probably should have been, and it really would have helped them out instead of saving them up kind of till the last possible second on that last point to use them all.
Right, and unfortunately, right now it's a mix. You know what I mean? The tanks have got to adjust their positioning. That's one of those things. They have to adjust their positioning. They've got to have their team behind them. They've got to stop trying to get in these one-on-one situations. The DPS have got to, play the cleanup game.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'll have, the whole team's fighting here, then DPS will kind of go off to the corner when the entire team needs you right here. You know what I mean? There was many times where Casual OpSec was a little bit out of position, where having Hot Pockets as the Reaper would have been completely deadly.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that. And that's kind of the balance that you need to know, is that, as a DPS, is my benefit for the team right now to allow them to kind of hold the point as I sneak around and flank, or do I really need to be in the thick of the action doing damage? And Reaper's definitely one of those that should be like right in the center, like popping shots right in faces. And it looks like we're going to see a lot of switch ups on the side of Horned Beast right now. Jaeger switching over to the Rhine, Hot Pockets switching over to the tank roll on Roadhog. Chibi Kitty on the Sombra. I'm really interested to see. I don't know if we've seen any of Chibi's Sombra play, but immediately getting tackled by Casual. Firestrike taking out Charvy as well. Puts them already in a 4v6 scenario. And with Joey D-Mech, that's like 3.5.
Alright, Jaeger.
Man takes out Helix Snake. That's a good pick on the side for Jaeger right there. And with them having spawn advantage, hopefully, Helix Snake, oof.
But honestly, the big issue right now, it's Elfie just has a lot of free range. She's not really being contested right now. Hot Pocket's in a very bad position. Manages to take out Volatile, but he's completely out of position, so it's not really going to help the team.
Absolutely. I mean, Roadhog does have their own self-healing, which is great, but without your supports there to help when you don't have that heals on you, you're just gonna get completely melted every time. Jaeger charging in yet again. One of the things that I'm seeing right now on Jaeger's side is that Jaeger wants to be really aggressive, and that's great. As a Ryan, being aggressive is really important. But there's a time to be aggressive, and there's a time to be a shield. And right now, when you're pushing into the point, none of your DPS have the defense that they need to be able to take out Casual shield. Thankfully, Joey is able to, with the combination of Hot Pocket's hook, takes him out.
Ooh, Nubio's coming in with the ultimate, managing to kill 2 tanks. Ooh, I'm sorry, that's a tank and a healer. Sorry about that.
Still big picks though.
But you see, right now, Elfie gets to free cast. Elfie has been...
Elfie and Volatiel, the only ones on the wall, and Helix Snake. Homie getting back to the point as Zarya. The hammer down comes in from Jaeger. Doesn't seem to get anybody though. Oh, the Helix Blade came in but got hooked by Hot Pockets. Woo. Oh man.
Alright, look. There we go. Now we're starting to see, a little bit of fire coming in from the side of the Horned Beast.
Absolutely. And actually they're going triple tank now. Or no, they've been going triple tank. I don't know why I didn't notice that earlier.
Yeah, they've been going triple tank, but look at the group up there by Gebaited. They're waiting for a second, nobody's engaging right now, and as soon as everybody's good to go, then they start their attack.
Pushing right into the point. Alright, Transcendence from Volatiel coming in, trying to keep everybody up. And right now, the only support ult available is Charvy, but it doesn't look like they're using it right now. The hammer down comes in from
Jagger
right there, but there wasn't a lot of follow-up damage to that, so they kind of just turned around and just wiped them clean. 37 seconds left on the clock. They have got to figure out how to get past this defense. The pick on Helix Snake at the beginning of that push was absolutely great. They have to focus on doing that again. And Anubios on the Junkrat, it kind of has free reign right now. Oh, look at that combo.
Whoa! That's what I call a beauty bomb right there! Takes 4!
That's what we're talking about, folks.
There we go. That's how you set up a play. Play the game.
See, that's what I wish all the Sombras that are on my comp teams would do. Oh.
So what I have to say here is we
normally see a Sombra in comp, they just ult, like, whenever. And it doesn't matter whether they have damage on the point or not. But the fact that Chibi ulted, and then Joey was able to follow up with the Diva Bomb, cleared the point for them to be able to take point 1. 2 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock. Tyre coming in, taking out Jaeger. That's going to be a big pick for them. Luftwaffe keeping everybody up, but gets tackled by Casual.
Oh, and this is not looking good.
Oh no, and the Graviton coming in. Don't know if the ult from Helix Snake's going to come in. Nope, not yet. Looks like they're...
Alright, Charvy and Joey trying to do the best to get out of there. Ooh, they leave him alive. Chibi
looked incredibly impressive when you have like 4 people that it took to kill you. Like that's... I don't know.
Hey, can we do a new hashtag for that? Like a Joe Bombo or like a Joe Mama or something like that? No?
What I have to say about that beauty bomb though is we've been talking a lot about Hornby's communication. There has to be communication for such a combo to happen and to be that successful as well. So maybe we're missing out on something right now.
Alright, look at that hack on House of Homie. That was absolutely beautiful right there.
But unfortunately right now for the Horned Beast, Anubios has control of the high ground. And no one really there to stop him from doing anything. You know, all he's really doing is just raining down and hoping to hit something. And that's very dangerous, especially when you have a Reinhardt just kind of sitting around.
Coming in from Casual.
Oh no! Oh my god, is that a team kill?
No,
oh my
god. I feel like it's a fight for the play of the game right now.
Oh my goodness. And the...
Because I'm pretty sure that even though Casual technically finished off 2 of those kills, I think Helix Snake touched everybody. So
yeah.
It's either going to be Casual or it's going to be Helix Snake right now. But Joey with that bomb, I don't know. There's just so much good going on right now. The hack on Casual, they got to be able to follow up with that.
Oh, and I'm
coming in, takes out Charvy and Chibi Kitty. Jaeger
I'm loving
by Casual, and the damage just keeps going in, The Diva Bomb comes in, but doesn't hit anybody because of that Rhine shield.
I'm loving, though, Anubios is just his timing. He's just waiting until the ultimate's brought out in the side of Luftwaffe. You know, he brings out the Moira ult, and then dead. You know? Or someone dies quickly. So it just completely negates it.
Getting back to the point, but not able to get that res off. And it's just, there's nothing that's got, they can keep trickling, but there's just nothing that's gonna happen right there.
And Gebaited wins again. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the way Gebaited is playing. You know, they're just up there.
Play the game.
No, that beauty bomb!
Right there. Look at that combo. Ooh.
Quintuple kill.
She'd be saying, "Can I get a hashtag for my hacks? I want to feel special." Dude.
Sorry, Cheebs. No hashtag for you.
Well,
I mean, to be fair.
One.
Alright. Ooh, Elfie getting a legendary there at the very end. I'd say she's...
No. I'm looking for a hashtag nerf Elfie.
No, I swore we had one. It was like save Elfie.
Yeah.
That was the other week. Oh, poor Elfie. We're just going after her the whole time. That was harsh. Alrighty. But, and you know, you still got to give it to the Horn Beast. Some solid plays. Now they have to capitalize. You know, Gebaited is playing really well. They're waiting. They're sticking together. They're calling each other's ults. They're playing in a matter that they have to. Horn Beast's big problem right now is just the spread. You know, Reinhardt is being overly aggressive. You know, maybe not really landing those key picks that needs to be. DPS they're missing out on key targets. You know what I mean? There's many times where Volatiles might be by herself.
Yeah.
And no one's really capitalizing on the fact that Volatile is by herself.
Well, there were also times like we were talking about at the end of that, Anubios playing the junk on the high ground was completely, like, just had absolute free reign of doing damage on top of the team. And yeah, to shoot from above as a Junkrat can be kind of difficult. But still, if you're just letting all those grenades bounce around, the odds of you hitting one of them and getting taken out are incredibly high. So allowing Anubios to just be able to have free reign to rain down grenades on top of you, it's just something that needs to be taken care of early on. Maybe a different direction into the point so that they're able to get Anubios first might have been good, like taking the high ground to the right side. I mean, there's just so many different ways, but that's what we're here for. Here to learn.
Righty. And now we've got round number 3. And it looks like they're going to Eichenwald.
All right.
Now, if the Horned Beast manage to win this one, we are going to go into a round 4. But Alex, if I'm not mistaken, if the Horned Beasts don't make it past this, then we're just going to, then this will be the last match for the Horned Beasts.
All right, looks like we're going to have a switch out on the side of Gebaited.
No, we're not having a switch out. Their coach just got in, so we're going to get him in real quick.
Gotcha.
And Sick Botch, I know you're asking, like I said, High Diamond is really how far we go in terms of how many, or the rank of the players that we have. Eventually, we'd like to get enough, like Masters, Grandmasters players to, eventually spectate that. But as of right now, it's just Diamond. We do have 8 teams, and relatively soon, we'd hope to have more and more players. So there could be like, a team 1.5, a team 2.5. So now there's more of a variety within gold, silver, and so on and so forth.
Absolutely. I'd love to start seeing some matchups between because as we've been talking about since the beginning, the teams are rising as they continue to practice and play together. So we might be seeing like a team 1 versus a team 6, or a team 3 versus like a team 5 or something like that. We're gonna start seeing people even out to the point that we might be able to start mixing up the teams so they're not just versus each other all of the time.
Well, it's not even just that. It's like it'd be nice to have 3 gold teams rather than just 2, or 4 gold teams, and then they're constantly playing. You know what I mean? So the more the scrims can grow, the more people that we can have. The more we have in terms of support, the more we can offer to you guys, the viewers, and then hopefully more people down the line. So no, I'm gonna leave my spiel towards the very end. I love leaving my spiel to the end.
Absolutely. And Sick Foch is like, then eventually you could do attorney.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Thank you. Alex has been working hard, okay? Y'all give me a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I was just going to make a comment about the post on Facebook and the plans for next spring.
Yes, we're actually going to have an O.C.C meetup in Orlando. So those of the community who wants to meet and hang out with all the amazing people we have in here, I'll leave the information in the Discord once again. But here we go for the third map, Eichenwald.
Eichenwalde. At least that's how I heard Zoe say it. And you know what? I'll take her word for it. And it looks like the tanks are starting to meet up against each other. Jaeger starting to get into this, brawling match, and doesn't look like he's in a good position. And Jaeger's got to stop doing that, man. He keeps...
I completely agree with you right there. Either that or some of the DPS need to get further in there to help do additional damage so that Jaeger doesn't end up going down.
Right, now Charvy getting taken out by Casual OpSec, and this
really
is not...
right now, trying to get in there, but Casual able to take out Joey.
Ooh, Chibi Kitty getting taken out.
Is going to be a... Oh!
Did anyone else see that soldier getting away with 1 health? No? Just me?
No,
just you.
Oh my god!
Men on the people, remember? we just look from above. But that was absolutely impressive, Hot Pockets.
Just barely survived it.
Oh my god.
Like, literally barely survived it.
I had a heart attack watching him and was like, no! He got away.
Somebody blow on Hot Pockets. Too hot.
Alright, now it looks like they're going to try to set up their defense right there on the main street. Joey trying to keep the high ground, trying to stop any, kind of other types of advances from Gebaited, and for now it's going to be successful as long as he stays up there with, sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Hot Pockets. There we go. I keep thinking of House of Homie for some reason.
Yeah, well, it looks like they jumped down to the low ground now, so Joey seems to be kind of a little all over the place, trying to essentially play distract a Genji. The sights are coming in from Hot Pockets in the back line, but gets chased down by D.Va, so that's going to immediately take that out of play.
And it looks like they're just all over the place right now. Gebaited staying together within their, within the confines of the death ball, but right now, Horn Beast not really having any kind of luck.
Going up and over. Incredibly high, though, so unfortunately, House of Homie is not going to be able to capitalize on much of anything. Oh, goodness!
Oh, no!
Wow! So Jaeger pins Helix Snake against the wall, and then Anubios booped Jaeger right off the point.
Alright, looks like Casual OpSec is just jumping in there. He knows he doesn't really have a lot of resistance, and he's just going to go ahead and start swinging away. Backing off a little bit, though, getting to the back of his team. Luftwaffe has got to be careful. Jaeger right now trying to do everything he can to try to take out Anubios, but Anubios is too quick.
Absolutely. Jaeger. Oh, no! Again! Oh, no.
Oh, Ultimate's trying to...
Incredibly deadly on this point. Oh! In the mid of sights, Casuals shoots the fire strike right at Hot Pockets, taking down yet another ult. Chibi Kitty getting essentially chased off the edge of the point.
But you gotta give it to Chibi though, deciding that, you know what, it's better to just leave. Sounds like a good idea. I'm out.
I think I'll just die now. Thanks.
Jaeger's
bye.
gotta be careful right now. He's getting chased by the Winston. And that's the thing, as a Winston, you can just blast right through that shield. No problem.
Absolutely. Anubios, man, I am just incredibly impressed by the way Anubios is playing Lucio. I don't know if we've ever really seen much of their Lucio play before. The hammer down, coming in from Casual, doesn't seem to get much of anybody though.
The Hot Pockets finally in there.
Ah, here comes the Joey Blade. Oh, but gets stunned by Volatile. Are they going to be able to finish up? Yep, Volatile's going to pay for that deal. The Diva Bomb comes in, takes out Luftwaffe. And Joey, unfortunately, you cannot deflect electricity. Sorry, fam.
He tried though. I'm proud of
That's
him.
always the funnest part, watching a Genji try to deflect anything that they can. Oh.
And right now, it's not looking good on the side of Horned Beasts. Jaeger trying to do everything he can for the fight, but without his supports there to really help him out, he's gonna go down faster than he hopes. And
Here comes in the Transcendence from Luftwaffe, trying to put everybody up right now. And being somewhat successful, the payload is just inching in now. Oh, and the pin on Volatile. That's going to be a big one right there.
Oh, Jaeger getting taken out, though, with the combo of Anubios and Casual OpSec. And Hot Pocket's trying to do everything possible to...
Incredibly charged, but gets taken out by Casual as well. Hot Pocket switching over to the Reaper. Oh, just no bueno right there. The Valkyrie comes in from Charby to try to keep the point from moving. As possible. I'm just interested that Charby isn't doing any healing during that though.
Oh, and that wasn't good. Oh,
Here comes the blade from Joey along with the Graviton and the Death Blossom.
There come the ultimate.
All
they're throwing everything but everything and the kitchen sink.
Everything and the kitchen sink, my friend. But Gebaited is still fighting strong on this point. House of Homie may be demech, but that Tifa pistol is doing overtime and able to get back into mech before getting killed. With Gebaited back on the point, they have got, with as many ultas were put into that, they have got to figure out a way to stop them before the rest of them come online.
But there it is again, though. Jaeger just keeps finding his way into their backline, and all they do is turn around, start taking them out.
And Helix Snake switching over to the Hammond now, so gonna get to see a little hamster ball play. Jaeger in the backline trying to get out of there, but gets immediately taken out. Joey again with the blade, taking out House of Homie and Elfie. Chibi Kitty incredibly charged right now. I see Helix Snake trying to hit Chibi, but the thing about Hammond is you can't get close enough to the payload when you're swinging around like that. So,
and there it is.
Enough, you won't get hit by Hammond. And that's going to be a stop. Good job, Horned Beast. That's the way you do it. 47
there we go.
seconds left on the clock with a Graviton and a Shatter currently ready. Joey coming up on another blade. Will they have enough to be able to stop the finished push? The Graviton comes in along with the blade, but I'm not seeing a whole... Oh, it was because the sound barrier came down. All right, and the mines go down from Helix Snake. Taking out Charby. Casuals just swinging that hammer around over and over again. And it looks like, with 12 seconds left on the clock, boom.
That's going to be the end of their hold. Now I'm proud of them. They did manage to hold it off there until about the very end. But just that last little bit, man, that's that.
And sometimes at the end of the day, it's all about running out the clock. If Horned Beast can do an incredible job on the offhand and just completely blow their time out of the water, that puts them in a great position for when we go and do this again.
Exactly. No, I definitely understand what you're saying there. Well, let's see if Horned Beast can.
Faith.
I do too.
Beautiful, majestic Horned Beasts are sharpening their horns as we speak.
I guess, yeah. I don't know how a unicorn sharpens its own horn, but sure, go with that.
They sharpen each other's horns, my friend.
Man.
They just like one of them just sits on their haunches and they just like use their hooves and sharpen each other's horns.
Man, this is. Did you go to Hogwarts? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I actually didn't get my application because during that time when Voldemort was doing his thing. So, but I know a lot. I watch movies, read books.
Oh, yeah?
fantastic beasts and where to find them. You know.
Hey, listen. Honestly, I like that movie. Okay, I don't know why.
I haven't seen that one. The book was good though.
The what was it? I don't know. I saw it. You know, I was in the hospital and I really enjoyed it. But alrighty, here we go for the Horned Beast offense.
Oh,
Let's see if they can make it. Can they make this a round 4 ordeal? And Chibi Kitty starting off with the attack. Moving forward, looks like they're trying to cover a lot of ground. Now they were waiting, you know, Helix, but it looks like Hot Pockets is gonna get caught with Helix right there on the flank. They're going into the house, trying to get something going, but nothing really kind of connecting. And Nubio's playing the Hanzo.
They're not using that Jaeger isn't being used under the bridge. Usually, having the shield and having Zarya go to the side is a better tactic, so that you have protection for those that are kind of distracting at the choke. And it looks like that's going to be punishment for them as Nubios picks out Charvy. And a lot of the others get taken down as well. They're going to have to push all the way back to spawn and regroup. 3 minutes left on the clock.
Alright, now they're going back in for another push. I like this, though. They're slowing down a little bit, but Jager's got to start, you know, figuring out his own plan of attack. This isn't looking good on their end. But now we're starting to see the slow push. But they've got to be careful, though. Nubios has been pretty well, you know, in terms of managing to snipe people out. So I wouldn't see any other reason why he wouldn't be so good on...
With both House of Homies and Casual right now. Thankfully, got some support from TV Kitty. But Helix, Snake, and House of Homie able to take it down. Loot Wafa and Hot Pockets. Double kill from the Dragon Strike right there from Anubios. And it's not working out for them right now. Jaeger is trying to be aggressive, but does not have the support needed to do so because they're not able to get the picks that they need to be aggressive. Like you have to play a little passive at first. Once you get that first pick, then you can just start ramping up the aggressiveness. But if you just go in kind of guns a-blazing, it's more of a crapshoot. Sometimes it works, but many times it won't. The Graviton coming in, and the Helix Blade. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it doesn't land that third one, though. He's going for Charvy. Charvy doing everything she can to stay alive.
Oof, that pin.
Ooh, gets pinned by Jaeger, though.
Do not touch my Charvy.
Never.
Never
touch the Charvy. All right, here we go. Now they've got Helix down.
Jaeger just charging in, but the Shatter goes down.
Not really managing to land anything, and right now Casual OpSec in a very bad position. They've got to go ahead and take advantage of it. There's the ultimate coming in from Jaeger.
There we go, and the tackle on House of Homie. Boom,
and now we're starting to see the picks.
And here comes the blade from Joey right now. Trying to finish up, calls out Volatile's trans right there. Helix Snake able to get rezzed during that Transcendence, and Volatile, Joey's like, hey, that wasn't cool, fam.
They've got to hurry up and get on the point. They're giving them way too much time. Casual OpSec, only one on the point. Right now he's, you know, hit with the orb.
The only one on there. Anubios trying to get some picks right there. Joey getting brought back into the game. Jaeger pinning Anubios. Absolutely beautiful. It took a little bit, but they finally got it.
Oof, all right. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock. They've got time to go ahead and try to make something happen. But you notice, that's exactly the big mistake the Casual OpSec did was the exact mistake Jaeger's been doing most of tonight. And
Absolutely.
That is charge to the back line, they turn around, killed him, and then just ran their way through. That's a big issue.
They were able to get off both Shatters. That's how they were able to get them off so well. Is that Jaeger charged in, the Shatter came down from Casual, and got people on the team that could have easily been blocked by Jaeger's shield. And then
other way around, buddy.
Casual was taken out. Casual charged in. The Shatter came in, took his team out, and it was just over from there. Right now, Gebaited trying to hold on to the choke point right there under the bridge, and Nubios and Joey going at it on the high ground. The Graviton comes in, but doesn't hold on to anybody. Attack Visor, though, cleaning up right now as Hot Pocket gets a triple kill.
Right now, Anubis out of position. And it looks like...
Only one on. Oh, but they're C9ing! They're a little too far away from the payload. Get back!
Yeah.
They're too thirsty right now.
Oh, no.
Sometimes they just get a little too excited.
A little too excited.
Snake are going to take out Luftwaffe and Jaeger right there. The Graviton comes in. Oh!
Oh, no!
I don't even know how Casual was able to get that specific pin in that Graviton. If you missed it, we saw Luftwaffe use the Transcendence within the Graviton to prevent Helix Snake from killing anybody with Blade. The Casual charges in, picks off Luftwaffe, charging the Transcendence out of the Graviton that allows Helix Snake to completely finish off everybody else.
All right,
Wow.
but now it looks like Horned Beast, they're still grouping up, trying to get together. DPS trying to gain the high ground. Jaeger managed to take out Helix, and now the kills are starting to come in on the side of Horned Beast.
Joey coming in with the Blade, but again, Volatile with the Transcendence, keeping everybody up, except for Elfie. Elfie getting taken out is gonna be a big one.
Charvy bringing back up Jaeger.
Back up right there, and Joey is just doing... Joey and Helix are just back and forth, and the kills they're getting in that back line right now. Oh, Joey getting
Joey and
Helix
Chibi.
Snake. Oh man, Chibi Kitty, right, and Joey, the only ones on the point right now. Elfie is trying to keep Anubios up as much as possible. Elfie with that spasm res right there, but gets taken out by Joey.
There comes the ultimate there by Hot Pockets. Manages to get taken out though by Volatile.
Oh man,
They've got to hurry.
With the attack visor, you got to have distance between you and the person you're trying to attack. And there, 1.82 meters. The Blade coming in from Helix Snake takes out Luftwaffe, and Joey just jumping. He's like, "You can't hit me! You can't hit me!" Oh. Wow, Joey, I am so impressed.
To
you're getting
health.
Somebody has been practicing.
To health. The clutch saves tonight. I am amazed.
And now we're starting to see life come into the Horned Beast. Now we're starting to see their teamwork kind of pick up a little bit. Now they're really starting to work their way forward.
60 seconds left on the clock right now. They do have the ultimate advantage in their favor. So all they have to do is communicate and capitalize.
Oh no!
Oh man! Oh, the Graviton! Oh, and
Woo!
the follow-up!
Team
Team
kill!
kill from
And
the...
unfortunately, House of Homie will not be able to get back in enough time to prevent the capture of the point.
I gotta
Maybe
say,
30 seconds extra, but it is 30 seconds extra that they have.
Joey, you're gonna have to have a conversation with your team afterwards. Just saying. Remember, Joey is actually Team Gebaited usually.
Oh,
The betrayal.
Which I think it gives it a good dynamic, especially with Joey versus Helix Snake. It's like knowing your buddies on the other team. You just kind of want to kill them a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Well, that's the funny thing about it, though, is that Helix Snake coming out with that blade, like, immediately took out Luftwaffe and then went for Joey immediately after. But no matter what, like, Joey was just able to keep that distance between themselves and Helix Snake the whole time the blade was going on. It was incredibly impressive.
And I'm giving it to the rest of Horned Beast at this point. You know what I mean? Hot Pocket's picking out his ultimate spots a little bit better. Charvy managing to stay out of, definitely staying out of harm's way. Yeah.
That's the biggest thing about being a Mercy is just staying out of harm's way as much as possible.
And Chibi Kitty with those shields. Now they're starting to find their groove. But now they've got to keep this up. You know what I mean? Just because you did a good team kill doesn't mean the game's over.
Absolutely. Maybe they should start warming up before they come in here.
Well, they do. But I know they do. I see them practicing. But at this point, though, it's consistency. Honestly, it's just being consistent.
Absolutely.
There it is. And Jaeger.
And being aggressive, but switching back to the shield very quickly. Nice.
There we go.
Let the DPS do the damage. You got it, man. Oh, but again, we got Anubios and Elfie in the back line right now. Oh, and that's going to be a hit on Hot Pockets.
Charvy's got to be
back up, thankfully, by Charvy, but Charvy's going to get taken out by Helix Snake. And they're going to Alfie got away. Got away again.
But it looks like they're trying to go in for a brawl, but they've got to be careful.
Without that Mercy on the point, that's going to be easy pickings right now. Boom, ba boom, 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 boom. Both healers are down.
Oh,
they're down. And boom, there it goes.
Now, being that this is the fourth push.
Definitely a point capper for sure. Now with Gebaited in overtime, no C9ing. Gotta stick to that payload like glue.
And this is where it becomes important for Horned Beast. They just got to recognize one win. All they need to do is win one good team fight, and that's it for them.
Absolutely. And it's not even that they necessarily need to win the fight. They just need to get them off the point.
Right, like we saw last week when Team Void managed to knock off Team Titans off the point, with a good Roadhog ultimate. Jaeger's got to be careful.
That's all it takes. House of Homie taking out Jaeger, or actually, it goes to Volatile for the death ball, but we know. That Moira.
Right,
ball,
now
man.
it looks like Horned Beasts are gonna back up.
Alright, we see the Valkyrie coming out as well as the Blade. Helix Snake taking out GBK and Luftwaffe, but Hot Pockets returning on their own along with Joey, and that's gonna be it. There we go. Incredibly good timing on those ultimates right there. Joey throwing out the Blade along with Hot Pocket's Tac Visor was just enough to get them off the point. But needless to say, they're going to have a lot of work to do. With only an extra 23 seconds, they have to be able to cap the point and be able to push. And they were having an incredibly difficult time pushing into this first objective.
At this point, I feel what they're going to have to do is have, similar to what Gebaited did, they're going to have someone go backdoor, pick the healers, so they can actually move up and go get the point as soon as possible. Maybe a Pharah, maybe a Diva. I would say Pharah for sure.
But they need to land with fire superiority. They've got to be... they've got to get those accurate picks. Honestly, 2 picks... If you manage to land, Elfie and, one of the character, preferably casual, you're going to make it a really, really easy push. If not, it's going to be slightly easier. But they've got to focus on their key targets. Especially when they are in the thick of things, they've got to figure out, okay, who are we taking out at this very second? Because once we all start spreading out, you just make it hard on everyone. And, someone who enjoys playing Mercy... It sucks when the whole team just decides to split off everywhere.
Yep.
But then you have to decide, alright.
Gebaited wasn't going to hold the choke, but looks like they're moving into position rather quickly.
And now we're starting to see a little bit of a solid aggression coming in on the side of Gebaited. Or on the side of the Horned Beast.
Over to the McCree. That's an interesting pick.
And now
McCree does do a lot more additional damage. Just got to make sure those shots are where they need to be. And they're pushing to the right side right there.
Chip is being incredibly aggressive right now.
And
thankfully with Charvy there in the back, trying to get that res off. Jaeger being able to be brought back, but Charvy getting taken down immediately. Oh no, Hot Pocket's not able to finish off Elfie.
But this is he's still going into what we keep talking about. This is what we keep talking about though. As long as he had stayed there, given his team the shield, they could have made something happen, but he went for the dash, try to get someone in the back line, didn't manage to make it, and there goes the rest of the push. Helix Snake taken out too.
10 seconds left on the clock, and it looks like they're pushing in the back line. Anubios taking out Jaeger, but Hot Pocket's taking out Anubios and House of Homies. Helix Snake's going to get rezzed up by Elfie, and the Transcendence is going to hold everybody for Gebaited on the point right now. Joey coming in with the blade. Here it comes.
Ooh, takes out one.
Wafa able to get casual right there.
Volatile, a little bit out of position.
Elfie right now, the only one left on the point. Oh, here comes Anubios and House of Homie. Will they be able to hold on to it? They are just, beautiful. There you go, Horn Beast. And that's what we want to see here, folks. They got the cap, but like we said for Gebaited, they have got to stick to that point like glue. They have got to be able to get it to that bridge and not get taken off. Right now, Helix Snake has the Dragon Strike, so those bubbles are going to be incredibly important for keeping people on the point while the strike. I guarantee you that Helix Snake's going to wait till it's right in that center lane right there, and it's going to come in and try to take them all off the point.
Really, at this point, it's between Luftwaffe, Helix Snake, and House of Homie. Because if they manage to wait and land the 1-2 combo, ooh, there's Helix Snake taking out Jaeger.
Oh, and Luftwaffe. Anubios coming in with the, and there it goes. Oh, no.
That was it.
So close. Oh. I was so impressed by how Hot Pockets turned this one around. It just ended up coming down to that, like you were saying, it was either not volatile, but
Luftwaffe. And
Luftwaffe,
right there,
being able to stay on the point, to be able to use the trans when it came in, or the Wombo combo, and it just Wombo combo on that one.
17 Dragon Blade kills.
Wow. Jeez, Joey. Hey, Joey, cut it out.
I'm telling you, someone's gonna have to have a chat with their team. I'm just saying.
All right, and that brings the score 3-0 on the side of Gebaited. Boss Lady, do we have another one, or is that it for
No, that is it for tonight.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys for coming out once again. We're going to be voting for our player of the match. Captain Jack, who do you got?
Oh, man, there was just so much good play going on tonight. I mean, just like 1 second to see who... See, I'm going to have to... I think I'm going to have to give it to Joey. Like, it is incredibly difficult playing against your own team because you know what their strategies are. But it also kind of helps Horn Beast in a way that they know what the strategies are, and Joey just was able to anticipate a lot of things with playing with Gebaited a lot, being able to know like when they were going to come in. I just feel if the communication would have been better, Horn Beast might have been able to turn it around tonight. But I'm gonna have especially that running away from the blade. I'm gonna have to give it to Joey tonight.
Alex, who you got?
Comical to watch, just like Helix Snake, just like slashing, and Joey's just like hopping back, like, "Hi, how you doing?"
For me, I'm definitely gonna have to go with Chibs. Chibi Kitty. Her hacks that allowed this beautiful beauty bomb earlier. Her grabs that allowed the Joey blades. Chibi, you did good. I'm impressed. So good job. You get my player of the match tonight.
And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and follow you on that. I'm going to go ahead and say Chibi Kitty is my player of the match today. And the thing is, she was just flexible. That was it. She was flexible, trying to do everything she could to help out the team in the best way possible.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's really tough when you're trying to figure out, who exactly you're going to call as quote-unquote the player of the match. But, you also have to give it to the person who's doing the best they can, to try to contribute everything. So I got to give it to the Chiefs.
Awesome. And before we go ahead and end the stream, Loudchecks, would you like to remind people what happens once our amazing Discord community reaches 250 people?
Well, for those of you who have been with us for a while know that our dear boss lady here and Captain Jack ended up going to a pop-up NYXL shop where they managed to get a pop signed by Jay Jonak himself.
And not just any pop. a custom Zenyatta pop painted the colors of the New York Excel.
So let's bring some people in here. Let's get some friends, get some people to watch. The more people we have, the merrier, and we can finally go ahead and give this one out. We've already given out our London Spitfire Mercy, and we'll be having a lot more for you guys. So, continue the support. We love your support. Honestly, a lot of this, actually almost all of this, wouldn't be possible without you guys. So please, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your grandma, tell everyone. We really want to give these away.
Loudchecks, how do you get in the Discord?
How do you get in the Discord? Well, you have a multitude of options. You can go ahead and use the link that we have right here in your About Me. You could follow us on Facebook. And if you don't have the time to dedicate to scrimming, because you do have to practice this and that, you can sub. Subbing allows you to come in, talk to our coaches, play with our teammates. It's a wonderful community. Everybody's really positive. People are really friendly. People are really helpful. There's a lot of funny junk on the Discord. There really is.
Yes.
So, if playing on a team sounds like a good idea for you, go ahead and sign up the application. If you just want to hang out, go ahead and just sub up. And we'll, I'll be on playing sometimes. Alex will be playing sometimes. So that's what we got for you guys there.
Yes. So I think that ends the stream for tonight.
Alrighty. I'm Loudtrex.
And I'm Alex, and we will see you on Saturday.